back to Spirit of the Outdoors. I am working on a new frame right here to lace a deer hide in. I left the other ones out. I really didn't have no option but to leave them out, and they rotted. Now that I have this extension, I'm gonna fix me a place on the wall up here to hang these things out of the weather. And I've got these old oak slats. We've had a bunch of them for a lot of years that I've collected. And I am framing up, and I'm just gonna make them huge. I'm gonna make them 6 by 6. And I picked the biggest pieces, and I've got my pieces all cut. Most of them. I think I've got a few more braces. No, I've actually got all of them cut to make one. I'm gonna actually wind up making a couple of these. One of the ones that I've got is still working, but what I have got to do is I've got a hide out here fleshed out. It is ready to be laced up, and I put it in a bucket of water out there, a tub of water, to kind of just cleanse it all out good from the dehairing and graining. And it froze. It's froze into a tub of water out here. But I'm going to get it out and get it laced up. So I thought I would just film this process too. I see a lot of people, and I tried to put staples in there. Is that thing makes rawhide. It stretches and pulls on it. It's pulled staples out. It's split boards. I have found that the easiest thing to do is just lace around the outside. That way you ain't got to try to sit there and poke it through holes. The other thing is I have drilled 3/8 holes through that board. The only problem with that is every now and then one of those boards will start splitting. I have discovered it's easier just to lace around the outside and be done with it. That way you can adjust, pull, it just, from my experience, and obviously, you know, everybody has their own method, and anytime you do something, there'll be a bunch of experts that's done it, you know, and you need to do this, but the reality is you have to figure out what works for you and what you like to do and what you're comfortable with. Make it easy on yourself and do that. Just tweak, adjust. So anyway, the basic frame, all I'm doing is cutting 45s, and then I'm cutting 1-foot braces and putting them in the corner. Very simple. I am pre-drilling my screw. I used to just get in a hurry and just run a screw in something. I think if you take the time to pre-drill, especially with this little bit of smaller wood, I come out a whole lot better. So that is one of the things. So I am taking these little old boys. These are my braces that's going in there, and I have about got one, and that is an 1/8 of an inch bit, and I have got my wood screws. I got a bucket of those. I don't know what you actually take. They Torx head, but I call them old star headed screws. But it's a Torx bit that fits them. I think the T25 or something. I don't try to get all technical with all that stuff. Some folks think if you don't know the technical name to everything, that you an idiot, you know. And I've decided to just let them think that it don't hurt nothing. If that gives them a little bit of satisfaction in life, let them have that one. That may be the only one they get. And I wish I had me a big old table to lay this on, but the sad reality is I don't. And I'm trying to stay where y'all can somewhat see everything, but then again, you may not can. Let me see if I can do the flip-flop and turn this thing around, boys. Oh, there we go. Look at that. That wasn't so bad now, was it? till it hangs on something like that and gets all in the way. And then, boy, next thing you know, you just fighting mad, you know, showing up. Y'all want to come over here where you can see better? I put it over here where y'all can look. Over here, a pre-drill this one too. Go ahead and start my screw. It's always good to do some kind of project like this time of year. That way you got all these pieces of scrap wood to throw in your wood burning stove over there while it's going. That way, you know, you stay in warm while you do. And I got this big old Michelin Man coat on. I ain't gonna get cold. And I ain't gonna complain about it and go sit in the house neither. Oh. Alright now. I'm gonna do a little bit of twist there. Get down here and did this one. Oh. Now you can see how thick this is, why I pre-drilled and put my screws in this thing in here. And this way. Oh, too long. Oh, don't fall on my toe. All right. Pre-drill some holes in this. I know this ain't no technical how to do something like you didn't already know what was going on. I just thought since I was doing something, I'd give y'all something to look at. I mean, I know you're sitting there on the couch eating tater chips with nothing to do. It's too cold to be out there doing a whole lot. And some of us ain't got no better sense than to stay in the house. If I stayed in the house all the time, I'd be a basket case. Can't do it, folks. Can't do it. I tell you what, let me turn around and grab at it like this. I don't think this is perfectly square, but it really ain't gotta be. I'm gonna tighten that up in a minute. Now I can tighten it. Oh. We gotta do the same thing over yonder now. You see that bit go to smoking? I like it when it does that. Cause I know I'm putting it to it in, son. Oh, you back up. There we go. All right, that's done. Let's go check that hide. Got my deer heads over there. I bet that thing still froze down in there, y'all. It's been cold here for 3 or 4 days. Look at it. It's froze. We can get it out though, but son, you talking about cold fingers lacing that up in a frame? I'm gonna set y'all up over there and I'll go see about doing it. Yeah, I wasn't sticking my fingers down in there. And let's lay it on this barrel right here. I got tickled on one of them videos I did on Facebook. I was putting wood ashes, you know, in that over there to make a hair. Y'all can't even see me in the face. Making that hair slip. I had one expert comment, told me, said, if you just throw the brains in there with it, it'll tan it. Yeah. I ain't even going. Gotta find my bone awl. I made that out of a deer bone. And it works really good. It does. There's some thin rope right there, and I may need it for it said and done, but we're not going to start with it. Now this is not a deer that I killed. This is my neighbor's deer. And I cut one of the legs off because the way they skin it, it was, well, we're not going to talk about it yet. I think this is actually the head and neck up here, one of the front legs I had trouble with. Son, it's tough enough. Oh, goodness gracious. I'll have it all back nasty by the time I get through, I reckon. That was one of the reasons I was laying it right here where I could. I may ought to drill me a hole over here. I don't know. I need, and y'all, I ain't no expert at tanning hides and all such as that kind of stuff. I know everybody thinks if you make videos, oh, he's an expert. No, I don't even nearby claim that. I am trying to learn a lot of it, and I do all right, but I'll tell you what I am going to do with this small piece of rope over here. I'm going to tie this other leg part out. Then I'm going to start right there. All right, y'all. I'm gonna turn you some music on, set the camera at an angle, and play some music over this and do it in high gear. I went back and straightened a little of it up. Camera died on me while I was finishing up right at the end. It's a little bit crooked, but it ain't no big deal. This is just gonna be Rawhide. My buddy down the road that makes knives needed some for his Rawhide sheaths, and that is a deer that he killed. And we're gonna let it dry. It'll pull tight on there before it's said and done. And I may have to come along and adjust this. So thank y'all for watching Spirit of the Outdoors. Little episode of making some Rawhide. I know I did not show all the previous parts of this, so we took the deer hide, we put it in wood ashes, left it for a week, fleshed it all out and grained the hair and all off, and then we put it in a bucket of water, and that's all we did. So we'll see y'all next time. Remember, the best way to do things is the way you like to do it. We'll see y'all. Y'all have a good one.